Now, in light of all arrangements regarding the mourning and funeral arrangements of the late President Dr. Hage Geingob, we are now joined by the newly appointed Minister of Information and Communication Technology, Emma Theofelus. A very good evening, Minister, and this is actually your first time joining us as your new portfolio. Welcome and congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Now, please tell us briefly about your reaction to the appointment, making you the youngest cabinet member since Prime Minister Sarah Madira.
Thank you so much. Well, I think, as I've said at State House yesterday, I'm very grateful for the trust His Excellency Dr. Mbumba has entrusted in me to lead the ministry. But first and foremost, I must thank the late Dr. Hage Geingob. He is the one who first trusted me to represent him as one of his 8 representatives in Parliament, but more importantly, appointed me as Deputy Minister of ICT. And that, of course, paved the way for Dr. Mbumba to appoint me as Minister. So I'm very grateful for the opportunity, and I will continue to serve to the best of my abilities, as I've done in the past 4 years. And more importantly now, as per the appointing letter that His Excellency the President has provided to me, and I'll ensure that I'm able to deliver on the mandate of the ministry.
All right. Now, please, would you just clarify the issue of the official book of condolences and the places where they will be?
So definitely, in order to give a dignified a burial and memorial to the President, there's been institutions in this time that have been identified where the books will be placed. Firstly will be the residence, Casa Rosalia. There's an official book of condolences that has been placed there. Secondly, the office of the Prime Minister. There's been a book that has been placed there. Thirdly, we have also placed a book at Parliament as the People's House, where a book of condolences has been placed. The office of the Judiciary, as you can see, that follows the trend of the 3 tiers of government. We have also placed books of condolences at the office of the governors in all 14 regions for citizens who are not in the capital to be able to do so. And lastly, at all Namibian missions abroad, so that Namibians in the diaspora or anybody else can go to our missions and actually sign the book of condolences.
Now, talk to us about the arrangements for the regional memorial services.
So the information around the memorial services has not been decided yet. All information will be communicated in the course of next week. This is to ensure that every region is on par with the preparations, because we want to envision that the regions will follow a similar program in terms of the memorial service in the region. So we have a coherent program across the country to actually celebrate the life of the late Dr. Hage Geingob.
Now, in terms of misinformation and also ensuring that the public gets the information that they receive, perhaps just talk to us and share with us on how they can access any information that relates to the memorial services and any information from the government.
As reiterated by the previous Minister of Information, Communication Technology, Dr. Pia Mushelenga, all information related to the arrangements of the memorial and funeral of the late Dr. Hage Geingob will be communicated by the government spokesperson. And the government spokesperson is myself at this point in time, and the Ministry of ICT. And any other information related to any other activities will be communicated to the public through the NBC channels, through the MICT channels, and any briefings at the Government Information Center that will be happening daily. So we just urge the public to look out for those authentic sources for information and not run on hearsay or secondhand information, but go to the initial primary source, which is the Ministry of ICT, the government spokesperson, and NBC as a platform.
All right. Well, Ms. Theofelus, congratulations, and we thank you so much for enlightening us.
Thank you very much. I think I should also just add that in light of the information we'd like to give to the public, we have decided as a government that in order to give a dignified burial and to give all Namibians time to mourn their beloved President, Dr. Hage Geingob, President Mbumba will declare Sunday, the 21st February 2024, as a public holiday. Per the Public Holidays Act of 1990, when a public holiday falls on a Sunday, the following Monday is observed as a public holiday. Therefore, Monday, the 26th February 2024, will be declared as a public holiday, and this arrangement will allow for the burial of the late President on Sunday, the 25th of February 2024, and the memorial service to happen on Saturday, the 24th February 2024. Therefore, the entire weekend is dedicated to the memorial service and the burial of His Excellency Dr. Hage Geingob, the late. Transport arrangements are being made to transport the public to and fro the Independence Stadium on Saturday, the 24th of February 2024, for the main official memorial service. Furthermore, the daily memorial services will now take place at the Windhoek Showgrounds instead of the Sam Nujoma Stadium from the 12th February to 13th February 2024. And at the Namco Center in Katutura from 14th February 2024 to 16th February. Announcements will be made for the week of 19th February 2024 related to any memorial services thereafter. The daily memorial services will begin at 6 p.m. as has been the practice and will end at 8 p.m. No memorial services will take place at the residence of the late President Dr. Hage Geingob, and we therefore implore on the public that they should not congregate at the residence of the late President. And I hope that as citizens reflect on all this information, we continue to have the spirit of His Excellency the President in heart, and that we're able to continue giving our condolences to Madam Hage Geingob, the children, and the family.
All right. Well, Ms. Theofelus, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.